I just got down here and she is standing on her own. You can see her front legs are still a little wobbly. Oh, this makes me so happy. Good mom. Soon to be mom. I know, you still hurt. But she was standing and she was walking, and that made my day. Hi. Being good to your baby? I need to get you guys out of here. But I have not had time to get the barn ready. And I really don't want to leave her out by herself, you know? But I'm gonna have to, because I don't really want her in this pen much longer. Good morning, guys. I wasn't really planning on filming today, but coming into the barn and seeing her standing, oh, that made my day. If nothing else happens today, that in itself was just amazing. So I do need to finish putting the barn together. I haven't really been putting it off. I have just been super busy. I've had meetings. I actually have another one this afternoon. So I still don't know that I'm gonna get this done today. I have been fixing fence. My sheep broke down. They didn't really break it. So we have what we call staples. We make them out of rebar, and they're basically just a hook, and we pound it into the ground to hold fence down where the ground is kind of got like either a washout or a dip or an issue that the fence doesn't fit straight. And they were grubbing the grass into the creek, and they managed to kind of flip the fence that was there. And I asked my husband if he had any of those staples in his pickup. He either did and forgot to give them to me, or he didn't and didn't tell me. I don't have any. And I can't find any rebar to make some other than a really good long piece that I don't really want to chop up yet, because he might actually need it for something like my waterer, fingers crossed. I did fix that. I put a ranch panel across it. There's still about that much gap, but I think it's going to be solid enough. They can't push it unless they dig in the dirt, and then they'll be able to go right under it, because they've made a mess of the dirt there, especially with all the rain we've had. So yeah, I'm just picking up little things. Haven't really been doing a whole lot of big things, and we'll see where today takes us. You may not see me again till tomorrow. We'll see how the day progresses. Yeah, I knew there had to be a second spot. There were way too many of them that went right back, so I will need some more staples to pull this way. Probably need a T-post or two. So Valentine's Day is not too far away, and we don't usually celebrate because we don't care. But I told my husband this year if he wanted to get me something for Valentine's Day, he can get me one of those little baby chainsaws. Then I can start chopping up, ooh, that wind is wicked, a bunch of these trees, because they are on my fences, and if I can get all the hang-me-downs that are dead out of here, that'll just get us that much closer to redoing this entire fence line. It's held pretty good, but I also went through it 2 years ago and basically redid the entire thing as best I could, trying to maneuver around all the branches and down trees and whatnot. So I'm kind of hoping that will be something he will get me. I was kind of hoping I'd get it for Christmas, but I got a scale instead, so I'm not really all that disappointed. But yeah, if I can get rid of a bunch of these dead trees and branches that are hanging over my fence, then it will just go that much further to being able to keep the fence. Now, like that area, that's a big old washout. It's going to be T-posts even without. We might be able to dump like dirt, and we've got this pile of old concrete and dirt. We might be able to dump it in there and build that up, but that means tearing down this fence so he can get to it with the loader, and then taking it over there and dumping it into that hole. It's a process. It's always a process, but we're gaining a little bit every year. And you've got this one, so that's right where I put that panel. She's trying to get under it, and I'm just hoping she can't. Stop! Stop! No freaking respect. God dang it, now they ruined this side of this fence. You idiots! So yeah, they've just been jumping through here to get with everybody else. There is less grass in here where they're at than out back where they should be. So yeah, they've nicely destroyed this. Clip's gone. God dang it. All right, so I think the smartest thing I can do is just open the gate, let them do whatever the heck they want to do while I get some stuff fixed. I don't have a lot of time. I got to get to my meeting, but I just can't have them continually destroying things. Okay, I gotta warm up my hands a little bit. It is so cold right now. It wouldn't be if it weren't for that wind, but man, when it comes up, it just freezes you. But I threw 2 T-posts in on this section with the washout and pulled the fence back to it, so hopefully they won't go under it. I'm not going to close the hole that goes into that field, not the alleyway side where they jumped. Makes me so mad. But the other side going into the creek where I already know there's a hole, which is why I've been keeping them out of there until I can get a panel put in. I'm not going to do that because I still have sheep in the creek, and I'm hoping they will meander their way where everybody else is and come out in that field. And then I will put, if I'm home, I have my meeting and then I have to go to town this afternoon. So if I'm home and they all go in there, then I will put a panel of pallet in that hole and tie it to the fence and hopefully keep them from going back into the creek. And then I left the gate open so that they can come out into the alleyway. So just trying to cover all my bases and not lose anything across the creek. Now there is a ton of water coming, so I'm hoping that that will deter them. It's not a little trickle. I mean, there is a bunch. It's probably a, I don't know, 10 foot across in the creek. So I'm hoping that that will deter them from jumping, but you never know. So, okay, this project is done for now, just not done. And I got 30 minutes, so I need to hit the house and make sure my internet is working. Sometimes it doesn't like to with this wind, and get on my meeting. So we'll be back, maybe. That's a good sight. All the sheep, okay, not all the sheep, but I got done with my meeting and ran to the post office, and as I was pulling out, I looked over the hill, down the hill, whatever you want to call it, and I noticed everybody was out of the triangle pasture, which is good. However, there is a bunch, where are they? Oh yeah, right there, in the ram pasture. So I'm guessing they jumped another fence to get in here because this one is shut. So I'm going to shut the triangle. Ooh, I got lucky. They busted up my paneling here. But I'm going to let them out. I'm going to shut this gate open this gate, but make it so these guys that are all in here can't get out. Give me a second. Not a lot of them, but I would kind of like to let this grow for the rams rather than have these guys on it. They have 80 acres out back that they have full access to. They do not need to be on these 10. Is that what's here? I can't remember. Asteroid, you're a mess. You have cockleburs all over you. Look at this. Dude. All right. Oh, look. Well, I guess I won't be feeding until my husband gets home tonight. Because these guys are coming in and going out a million different times. But this will give me a chance to make sure that my fencing holds. You can see a couple sheep are trying to push where that panel was. So until I know I have it fixed, I don't want to shut up the hole in this pasture, because then they have no way out of the creek. So I guess we'll just keep watching them, because everybody is coming out now. You guys were so content. I could have just shut the gate and fed you. Ugh, you guys are a mess. Messy, messy, messy. But happy. You guys see her? Not only is she waddling, but her bag's the size of a basketball. I'm not sure she's gonna make it another week. These guys are really reluctant to move, but on the plus side, both my fences held. So now we just need to keep them moving to where the actual grass is. My plan now is, since today is shot, I am going to put the barn together tomorrow. That is going to be the only thing I do tomorrow. And then, I shouldn't say the only thing, that's the number one thing I'm going to do tomorrow. And then if I get time, I think I'm going to, well, no, I'll wait till Friday. It's not even a time issue, because I want to let the sheep out in the morning so that they can graze. I don't want them locked in all day and not being able to get out here and get exercise. So tomorrow I will set up the barn, and on Friday I will bring the flock in. They'll already be in. I will move the flock from the feedlot into the barn, separate off everybody that is due in the next 45 days. And then I am going to double check with my husband, find out how many he wants to take to the sale, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. If he wants to take 20 or 25. I think our trailer will hold 25, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. So once I find out from him, I will separate those guys off too, because I kind of have to do them both at the same time. I won't have room in my barn to separate anything once the moms-to-be are in. So that's going to be like the next 2 days. So I either have another hole that I haven't found, or a bunch of these because there's, I don't know if you can see over the top, there are a bunch in the creek and a few in the triangle. So now I don't know if they've been there this whole time or if there's another hole I don't know about. I'm just going to go ahead and leave them for now. My plans changed. The place that she bought the dresser from closes at 5, not 5:30, and neither of them will be off of work before 5:30. And then he reminded me we had to take the pasteurizer off the trailer before we could even haul her dresser. So I'm going to keep working in the barn. I decided I'm just going to set it up right now. That way it's done. I've got like 2 more posts to pound and 2 more panels to put up. Jugs I can do basically anytime, which now has me really concerned, the fact that they don't want to leave the barnyard all day today if I'm going to have early lambs, which is why I really want to get them in tomorrow. So tomorrow I will have to go to town, but not till like 3 or 4, I think. I'm going to finish this project. Let's finish the barn, and then we will, that'll give, so it's 5 o'clock, that'll give my husband hopefully time to be home by 5:30 or 6. And then we can feed these guys, unless I get done with the barn first, and then I decide to try and draw them all in, and then they will stay locked in for the night. And then before I let them out tomorrow, after I sort everything, I will walk that entire fence line and see if I can't find another obvious spot. Hey, sweet girl, you got a brother. Selena's lamb from last year. You got a brother. You don't care. Oh, I love her. She's so sweet. You not so much. You don't like me yet. All right. I believe I am set up on this side, and I started this side. However, I have a problem. I'm out of these long panels. I think I have used way too many when patching holes in fences. So that being said, let's see, this needs to move just a tad bit. So I want to I'll put a gate here. That way I can stack my hay and my straw in this area. See, I have a lot of gates left. I just don't have a lot of sides left, or any. And I kind of wanted to go at least halfway down to about this post. Then I would have felt like I had plenty. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hers I can split, so that'd be 12, 13. So I have 14 right now. And she's doing better. Did you drink your water? Put some molasses in the water. Nope, you didn't even touch it yet. You didn't need help getting up at all today. Do you need help now so you can get your water? Oh, and it's those front legs. But she is doing better. Can you get back up, or are you just going to lay down? Good girl. Good girl. Oh, God, that makes me so happy. Good girl. Yeah. Oh, you are fatter than a tick. Good, Mom. I know, your legs hurt. It's just those front ones. The back ones she doesn't seem to have an issue with.
It definitely takes a lot out of her.